everybody, my name is Naveen and I'm number 1. As once said Lady B, don't you want your children to inspire and have a better future for their school? You start you start young, you have to put them in a good school so to have a better future. So by show of hands, who here went to public schools? Okay. Private schools? Okay. How about, do you think you want to put your children in public schools or private schools? Public.
I don't know.
Private. All right. So this is our topic today, is how, the choice of putting your kids to public school and private school. I personally went to public and private school in the last 15 years. I went to 3 different schools. I went to MAH00087 language school that was back in Egypt. And I went to the Sahara language school. These two were both public schools. These two were both private schools. And for high school, I went to Campo Verde High School, which is just a public school. Take a little bit of background to my schools. I went to MAH00087 from kindergarten to primary 1, which is 1st grade here. Education wasn't really that good. They were more focused on activities and swimming classes and horseback riding more than the education that we had. And it wasn't really worth the 10,000 rands my parents were paying for me every year. For Sahara language school, I went from primary 2, so 2nd grade, to secondary 1, which is 10th grade. Education was more strict, more harder. We had really good teachers, more challenging exams and curriculum. Activities weren't really promoted. They canceled trips or art classes, music classes. So they had the more education side, but not the more social side. For Campo, I went to junior year and senior year. Education was good. We were one of the top schools in Arizona district, and activities were also good. They really cared about having that culture for the students to be committed and in the school. In private schools, they show that in private schools they have more calm environment, so not a lot of distractions, smaller classrooms, so you'd have the one-on-one with the teacher, or you'd have questions easier. And the teachers are more educated, they have higher degrees. For the cons for private schools, the higher tuition, so a lot of people can't afford that. For me, for kindergarten, my parents just paid 10,000 rands a year. That's plus 2 books and uniform, and then adding every year that increases. It's really hard for people to afford that. For public schools, you have more freedom of class choices. If you're interested in art, you can take more art, or you do the sport programs, which helps the student in socializing and having more hobbies other than just focusing on school. It builds a community, and it costs less, so it's affordable for a lot of parents. And for the cons for public schools, there are larger class sizes, so it's really hard for the teacher to be able to communicate with each student and know their the stuff that they need to focus on or help them more. They're exposed to a lot of bad influences in public schools. They're limited to access books or internet, and they're more days off, because we all know public schools have a lot of days off, which takes more school days from the students, and we don't have really updated textbooks, so they use the old ones, so save up money for that. What I'm proposing to you guys is that we change the education system. We do something that merge public schools and private schools, so it would be less, like, not too expensive, but not too cheap as well. Something in the middle that parents can afford, and would create more jobs for teachers that can't get schools in public or private schools, and it would be better for our students to have like that merge of both the good over here, and then put them together. So yeah, what I was asking is to sign a petition to send it to our school districts to create that kind of schools. Thank you.